TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. This is Madden NFL 21. We'll see Gardner Minshew and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
Well, no rain to worry about today, but as you'd expect this time of year, very muggy in downtown Jacksonville here at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Jacksonville. Pulls it in at the 13. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Jaguars ready to go offensively for the first time with Gardner Minshew, former 6th-round pick at QB.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards to pick up there. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And Eifert has it. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
49 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And some space to move right away as he's hauled away up to the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run. Robinson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Come on, set.
They'll run here with Robinson. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
James Robinson.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. They're finding Keelan Cole. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And Lambo now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And what a sophomore season he had for the Cardinals. Pretty much swept every major quarterback award, including the Heisman Trophy. And we spent a lot of time talking about his legs. Formidable. He can run the ball like few others, but the key to everything for him is the ability to be accurate from the pocket.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And got his man complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 77 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Tackle made at the 30.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, it's Thompson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And this is going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. 7-7, our score after 1.
First quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Jackson from the shotgun, being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from the 20, and the Ravens have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken from about the 12.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 32-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And he's got some space here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
Well, Gardner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And this is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. He's got it complete to Thompson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. The quick slant caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 10 yards out. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense, but a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the gun, Jackson buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down, Ravens.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. from the gun. Jackson.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack. Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-0.
Ravens 17, Jaguars 14.
Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. On the slant, this is Chart. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And he'll get this underneath to Thompson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over. This is caught inside the 15. And they do finally get him at the 12.
Roughing the passer defense.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback, Lamar Jackson. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Able to power through, and he breaks through another tackle. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
We have so many different terms for third down, third and short, third and long, third and manageable. How about third and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to bring big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Defense.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth, now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore, J.K. Dobbins. His second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Caught. Eifert over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down. Thompson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 39, Minshew. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Malik Harrison leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. And there they bring pressure from the inside and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Now Minshew to Thompson on the screen. The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They'll get 34 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Here's Minshew. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. They'll run it now with Robinson. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. From the corner, Jimmy Smith blitzes for the sack. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And now he's going to use his legs. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
Lamar Jackson, 78 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. Oh, good-looking return set up here.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense.
Under pressure, they got him again. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Minshew. This is Chenault on the receiving end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance.
And the Raven
pressure too much. Down he goes. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Minshew sets to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew over the middle, complete. It's Thompson. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the... And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Again, it's Edwards. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
To the left side here for Eifert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete. That's Thompson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.